What's up guys, Void of Dust Gaming here, and today I want to talk about something really special, the double jungle meta that we invented right off this spot. I'm playing the Zill with that beautiful Starfall skin, and it happened to be one of those games where you log in quite early and someone else picks your role as well. So what are you gonna do? So we have two junglers, which means that we will be on the lower hand in this fight, and I tell my Lumbur, let's invade. Problem is, we invade from the wrong side, so the enemy already sees us. So the first half of the game is going to be a little bit wacky. I told him, like, let's move to the brush and we will just finish it out here. But those guys have the right intention. They know that something's going on in their jungle and we have to fight them here, which is actually quite brutal. While Aram scores the first kill for the team, but it is still something wacky, something really dangerous. Butterfly comes in here, but she takes too long to make it. Like, she didn't know what we were about to do. We did not call the rally, so that might be something which is kind of lacking in the terms of abilities and stuff like that. But she gets another kill here. She defeated the Grok that we kept so low, and what's she gonna do? Like, now we have a 2-3 situation. We have 2 kills and 3 deaths in the team, and now Caffeine is able to even it out. Like, that was surprisingly for our team. Doesn't really matter, because I just thought, because we have started something, let's just do it again. And unfortunately for me, everyone else is still in that stupid jungle, and there's not that much that I can do against Grok and the combined forces of everyone else. Lumber goes here in again, and unfortunately Caffeine did not really pay attention to what was going on here on our side of the team, because otherwise she would have been able to score another kill. That would have been the 4-4, but now we are facing the 3-5, and things are not looking too good for our team. So actually we don't have anyone in the middle, and that is going to cause us some stuff here going on in the middle, because you gotta see that the mid tower falls quite early, and we did not really pay attention to that. I'm trying to be the jungler, Butterfly is a jungler, and of course that's kind of confusing. But you guys are going to see how this turns out in the end, because it was actually quite successful, and I did not think that this is gonna happen at all. So be surprised for the outcome of the game. I just saw that Butterfly is gonna camp on the bottom lane, so I thought, like, okay, if she is just hanging around somewhere, I can clear up things here quite easily. She has the attention that I'm gonna catch the red buff. I have the 4th ability now. I've got my ultimate locked, unlocked right now, but I'm just so low on mana that I'm not really helpful. But still, because the guys are fighting here at the bottom lane, I am going in, and I think that I can contribute something to the matchup. There we go. That's another kill for the Caffeine, and that's something that you want to achieve. Like, you want your Caffeine to be fed as hell, because she is just gonna ruin everyone's day in the late game if she is fed quite early. So we are building on that. We're trying to get Caffeine as stacked up as possible, and it went really well. Aram did a really good job here during the team fights, but she will have some kind of tweak thing. I don't know if you guys have seen the patch notes. Tencent has just, or the official Arena of Valor Facebook channel has just released what is going to happen, but they did not tell us at this point of the game what is going to happen. So you know what nerves are going to apply, you know what buffs are going to apply, but what we are still missing is a detailed version of the game where we guys are actually knowing what is going to happen. Ultimate again, Caffeine is striking quite hard. She's now using her ultimate, and they have defeated everything in position. Really good play from the Cacophony. You can say what you want about this. The Rock commented as nice. He's like, okay, guys, what are you guys actually doing here? And I could just say that we kind of managed to put the game around, even having two junglers, which is not really a benefit for your team, because one of your towers is going to have less attention, and you will have to trade, or you will have to divide the farm from the jungle between two people, and that's of course not going to be super beneficial for the game. And we did not invade any further, but I have one single goal, and that is Abyssal Dragon. The only thing that I'm thinking about right now, and I've just played this game a couple of hours before, is how can I get Abyssal Dragon for my team? And I see that stuff is going on here. I see that they try to get the Abyssal Dragon. Lumbo is coming in here as well.
An enemy has been defeated.
Quai is defeated, really nice. I get the Talonus, which is something that you, like, if you have to focus something, always go for the AD carry, because that is the position that's going to like be hindered the most. Every time you set back an AD carry, he's not able to farm, and as you guys might know, AD carries are the one who rely on farm the most, because their power spike is later in the game than your usual assassin, your usual tank and stuff like that. Like if you are Arduin, Aram, Arthur, you can deal havoc between level 2 and 4 to the enemy team. AD carries can do as well if the positioning and like the circumstances are right, but the longer the game goes, the more they get into the kit, the better it is for them. So every time you take out an AD carry, it just means that you are going to put them behind. So focus on them and everything's going to be alright. Like, I'm not having the best life in this game, because unfortunately the problem with Zill is that he is quite dependent on in terms of items. You're not Quillen, you're not doing super much damage at the beginning of the game, so what you have to be aware of that is your damage is stacking with your items, so the more items you have, the more damage you do, and that is normal for every single jungler in the game, but Zill has a special positioning in this kind of terms. So if you have your ult, if you got your abilities and everything all around that, you will just realize that Zill is kind of special. So you're not doing that much damage, your ult is not that powerful, and that's just something that you have to keep in mind if you want to play Zill to the maximum effect, because that is just something that is going to put him a little bit behind. You cannot take every fight on your own, you have to be a little bit more advanced in terms of what fights you choose and what games you want to play. So be careful with that, and everything is alright with Zill. You can still deal tremendous amounts of damage, but you're not Xanath, you're not Quillen, and it's just a little bit more difficult because you're scaling with AP, as your normal attacks do not do that much damage. Your auto attacks are not the strong kit, so this is just something that you have to keep in mind, and everything will be alright, but you're not the AD, you're not the assassin who can take enemies single-handed. If they are not AD carries, you will have a hard time fighting them, and this is more true for Zill than for anyone else in this game. And yeah, I just want you guys to be aware of that. I just want you guys to be a little bit ahead of the game and take that into account. Everything will be alright, but choose your fights wisely. That's the thing that I want to tell. I'm using my ult here as some kind of deviation tactics. This is going to be a really crazy thing because everyone's able to get out, but we're not willing to contribute into the fight. I don't have my ult yet on cooldown, it's still on cooldown, so I can't really do anything. Butterfly is not willing to move in, so we're kind of like playing around with the enemy, and there's nothing that we can actually do against this. And I just see Grok standing there, and I feel pretty bad. So Graza, if you see that, I'm sorry. You seem to be AFK, and the only thing that I could actually do is like to get you here, because if you're AFK, like, dude, what am I supposed to do? Like, I need to kill you, because otherwise you're going to be a threat, and I don't know if you're playing AFK or if you're really AFK. That's just something that I can't really tell just from your performance. So I had to kill you, because otherwise my team will have another threat in their lines, and your hook is just too strong. You can just deal too much damage to our team in terms of utility. So I have to get rid of you. So mea culpa, senor. That's the only thing that I could actually do. And right now, as I see that we're fighting, we don't really have wave. I'm going into the jungle. I'm going to get some stacks from my Loki's items. And yeah, I thought that felt quite right. Caffeine is killed here again by Necroth. Necroth is just so mobile. He's just doing so great. And I'm not able to do anything against those guys. Like, I should have teleported out, but I could not really do anything against it. And the good thing is, Erin comes in here. She's doing a great job with her stuff. Like, now she gets killed and Butterfly needs to go out. She still tries it, but she gets killed here in revenge, but she's able to get the double kill. And the good thing is, she kills the enemy jungler. So that means both junglers are dead. Like, both pure junglers are dead, which is going to be something that we can actually benefit from in advance. But you have to be careful with actions like that. And right now, level 12, you can see how much damage the Caffeine does, but she needs a little bit more execution in terms of items and stuff like that. And she's going to be a nuisance to the enemy team, because she's just going to deal so much damage. The cool thing is, everyone rallies here, like a really nice team fight. We're going in here. I had problems pressing my buttons, but fortunate for me, I'm able to get into the position where I can basically just jump out. I got the double kill here, which is quite nice for me. I saw myself dying all the time before, just because I wasn't able to hit the button for the ultimate. I have this stupid security thing on top of my smartphone, which is kind of causing me to have delays all the time, because I'm pressing buttons like hell and they're not reacting. So actually, I'm really confident with the performance so far. I'm getting another tower, and I could push forward. I could try to do some plays here. I could try to ult the Caffeine, but I'm smarter than that. I've got the tower, so what I'm going to do is I'm moving out here. I have hit that button a little bit too far ahead, so I'm not the smart person anymore. I thought that I'm going to ult her and I'm able to retreat to safety without any further ado. But unfortunately for me, I hit the minions. I did not catch Caffeine, because that will just mess up with the targeting, and that would have caused me to kind of eventually retreat to safety, but that play wasn't the best play. Doesn't really matter. We are on a 29-16. We have more towers than the enemy. We're doing quite well with the team fight, so I'm quite confident that we're able to win this game. We have Kwai, whatever her name is. Performance so far, underwhelming. Performance so far with Enzo and Errol, underwhelming. I don't see those guys to be really that much effective if you don't play that guys for quite a long time. And there are many players who just play them once, and they try them once, and afterwards they kind of just let them drop, and you won't be a master to something if you don't try it. So if you have the confidence that you're going to be the best Enzo player in the game, use him, guys. Like, there's no sense in just using heroes once or twice, and afterwards you're just going to let them rob away. I'm going in here. That was easy peasy. Like, that was the icing on the cake. Really bad team fight for the enemy team. I don't know what Kwai does here. The whole team gets nuked. We got 3 kills in a blink of an eye. Not that much that they can do against it. And now we're pushing on. Butterfly doing a really good job here, getting all the enemy heroes. Necroth tries to do something, but he's mobile, but he can't get away. Caffeine kills him, which is really, really nice. And right now I have the decision to go down to farm a little bit and to push the wave. But as I see that Lumbor and Kathleen are going down, I decide to go and get something else. And something else is that tower. We want that tower to happen, but there's telling us her range is just insane. So we're not trying to do anything here. I'm trying to get some farm here just to use the first half of the item that I got from the Impaler. Which just brings me to the point where I can actually get some life seal. Now I've got Rhea's Blessing, which is even better. My team does a great job here. I don't have to interfere. There's nothing that I can actually do against it. Now I've got the Cry. Of course I'm going to die against Necroth, but we are on that tower and we're going to not get it because there is no wave pushed. Surprise, guys, you need to push waves in order to get something out from the game. And just managed to get 15 assists. I don't know how I did that, but it seems that I was kind of contributing on every single team fight in the game. If you take that into account, I've got 7 kills, I've got 15 assists, so I have been a part of 22 kills out of 38. And I'm just one ordinary jungler, and now the enemy surrenders because they know that they can't really do anything against it. We are standing at the forces of every single tower here, and it was, I guess it was a wise decision because otherwise we would have just stomped them. So sometimes it's better to just spare those 3 minutes, start a new game, or relax. If you're tilted, put the game beside, just go for something else, go for a walk. Have a nice drink, have some talk with friends, do something else, clean your apartment, something like that. But don't play because you're being in a bad mood and you're just causing some people to have the bad mood as well because you can't really deal with it. So I'm the worst player, of course, because I could not really focus on my role. I tanked more than anyone else in that game, which should tell you something with 2 tanks. And that was my build, and I'm gonna put them in the comments below. If you want to see more videos like that, please subscribe to my channel, guys. And otherwise, I will just let you go and have a nice evening. Thank you so much for watching. I'm What If This Gaming. Bye bye.